Hi, thank you for joining us. I'm Tamala Threadgill with Flair 21 and Auto Fabrics. Auto Fabrics has been around for a long time and we're well known in the industry for wide width and washability. Our fabrics come with a 5-year guarantee not to stretch, shrink, or fade. We're also known for the Euro hem. That is sort of a unique feature in the bottom of our fabrics that gives it a nice weighted hem that makes draperies hang beautifully. So you probably heard the saying, don't wait for the perfect moment to celebrate the moment now. And so today we're going to talk about the new spring and summer collection called Celebrate the Moment. What we're going to do is celebrate the moment in the day. So each part of the day we're going to introduce fabrics that are well suited for that part of the day. So we have morning, midday, afternoon, and evening. So here's your morning wake-up call. This is the first fabric in this series for morning. This fabric actually has 4 different fabrics on this hanger. So if you can see that there are 4 of these on here, Nadia, Neda, Cosmo, and Carla. Basically, these 4 fabrics are sort of related. So we're gonna have this really kind of a soft, very flowy sheer fabric, and it's going to have like a positive and negative. So one is going to be more dense, a little more volume, what I like to call a semi-sheer. So it's not something that you can really see through, very clear, like transparent. And then you have one that is a little more sheer that has this sort of a faux linen texture to it. And they're solids. So both of these are available. You're going to get the more sheer and then the more opaque on this hanger, but then in addition to that, you also get the positive negative in the floral. This is going to be more of a soft, tendril, leafy floral pattern that shows the sheer with the more opaque design, and then the other one is just the opposite. It is more opaque with the sheer design, and I'm just going to hold this up so that you can see just how beautiful this fabric is and see the design on that. You can imagine this on a big glass window with the light filtering through. You can almost just have whatever you want. This fabric is Tonia. Tonia has an effect thread that is embroidered into the stripe. So it gives you a lot of color, kind of sporadic through the sheer. It is a sheer base. This is actually from the Modern Essentials collection. So if you have seen the Primo design 3130, that is the base of this particular fabric. But what they have done on this wide width 118-inch sheer is take this effect yarn in lots of colors, and it sort of graduates color down the stripe. So I'm going to hold this up so you can just kind of see what that looks like on the sheer itself. So you can see that this part is colored and it kind of graduates in color down, and then it kind of goes away, it disappears, and then it picks back up. This fabric is Oriana. This is design 3475. This fabric has what we call a Shirley technique, known for its little fraying pieces of yarn that's on this fabric. Gives it an all-over abstract floral pattern. Comes in some beautiful muted colors. This is a very nice color palette. I'm going to show that to you from the front side here so that you can see the colorway. It's this nice blue. It has 5 colors. You have a gray, you have a white, and more of an off-white in the design, and then this green. Showing you each one of these a little close so you can see the pattern, how all over, and I don't know if you can see real up close this little fine fraying like on the edge of this, giving this that Shirley technique. It is a beautiful all over abstract floral pattern and comes in beautiful colors. Another morning fabric that we have is Pippa. Pippa is design 4015. It's available in 3 colors, and this is a very botanical, very soft, flowy, elegant fabric that has 4 different embroideries on it. So they're using 4 different yarns to embroider this nice botanical pattern on the sheer. It's not just a border across the bottom, it is an all over pattern so that you can see the design. I'm going to hold it up so you can see the large piece, the design that you can see. So you see here I'm at the bottom where the ear hem is, and you're going to have some of this pattern, and then you're going to have some space, and then you're going to have the pattern repeat again. So this is an all over embroidery. It's on a nice textured sheer fabric. It's very beautiful, very elegant, but very botanical and soft. Viola is the last fabric in the morning collection. This is 8116. It is available in 4 colors, and basically this is like a watercolored floral design. It looks like somebody had a lot of fun painting with some beautiful watercolors, giving this a very abstract floral design. The colors are very soft, they're very muted, but again, this is a very soft, flowy fabric to help start your morning. So this is the purple. It's the beautiful shades of lavenders and purples. And then we have this kind of a taupey color. And then this is a fun color, this teal that gives this nice abstract color to the fabric. And then of course the green. So this is Viola, available in 4 colors. We're heading into our midday magic now for this series of this collection. This is going to give you a more 3-dimensional type look, some retro feel, geometric patterns, maybe some of all of those in this. So the very first fabric in this series is called Airy. It's design 1119. This is available in 7 different colors. This has like a matte thread that's like a raised thread on this shiny satin fabric. It's very beautiful, it's very elegant, but at the same time giving you that kind of a 3D effect. Has a lot of colors here, so I'm going to turn it around so that you can see the colorway in this. It ranges from white running into your soft neutral tones and then giving you a little bit of color toward the end. I'm going to show some of these fabrics in the wide so that you can see the full effect of the design, this nice geometric abstract look on this particular fabric, giving you that raised geometric look from the thread that's causing that 3D effect on this. And this again is Airy design 1119. This is Sasso. This is design 1121. This has a very textured look, so you can see already that it has this kind of a matte shiny that's given this a really nice abstract look. It comes in 8 colors. It is a jacquard fabric. It is wide width. Again, remember, all these fabrics are washable, so a great feature for these nice drapery weight fabrics. So this is more of a drapery weight. This is again in that midday series, so it's giving you a little bit of a heavier fabric. This is where the morning sun starts to come through in the middle part of the day. So these are fabrics that are really nice for that time of day. Again, with your hem, lots of different colors here. I'm going to hold it up so you can kind of see the colorway here. Really nice, soft, neutral palettes here, and then again at the very bottom you're getting some of those colors. Tullio is our next design. This is 3477. Tullio comes in a few colors here, and some of them almost have sort of a little bit of a metallic-like look to them. This is the ultimate casement look, very transparent. So you can see that it has this nice open weave casement look, almost like a honeycomb. And you can see that design in there, so that's very open. It does not come with your hem on the bottom, so this would have to have a small rolled hem or some type of traditional hem in the bottom of it. It just does not allow for that extra weight in the bottom of this fabric. But the colors are beautiful. It has a really nice complete neutral color palette. And then I'm going to turn it around so that you can see some of these other colors in these larger pieces. This is of a taupey, kind of a goldish color, and then this silvery gray. And then this is your full colorway on that fabric. This is Skadi. This is 3546. This fabric is definitely leaning a little more to the retro side of this series in the collection. You can see that this has very bright colors. Remember, it's the middle of the day, so you're going to start to have some bright, beautiful colors taking on your day. You've got the blues, the grays, the colors of the sky. So you can see some of those colors kind of playing into this fabric. This is a stripe fabric. It is a vertical stripe, but again, it's almost like a casement, so that it's very open. It has this openness to it, but this one does come with your hem in the bottom. Keno is design 1118. And this is going to be something that you're going to relate to. Design 1371 is an old staple. It's an antique satin, and if you remember, antique satin was matte on one side and shiny on the other. Ours has a little bit of a texture to it, so it has that nice texture to the antique satin. This is just the opposite. It is more like that antique satin, but it's completely opaque and smooth. So it doesn't give you that textured look like 1371 does. But what it does offer is reversibility, so you can have a matte side or a shiny side facing the room. It's up to you, it's your choice. And then there are 30 colors. But this fabric is so lightweight as a drapery fabric that you can also use this fabric to accent pops of color in your room, like pillows, bed skirts. I mean, there are lots of possibilities with this fabric because your color palette is so large. It's very soft, it has a great hand, really good drapeability for a lot of different projects that you might have going on. I'm gonna try to show you the one side, which is your matte side. And when you're placing an order, remember, if you're placing a drapery order for this fabric, you do want to indicate which side you want facing the room so that we know whether you want the matte side of the fabric on the inside of the room or if you want the beautiful, elegant, shiny side of this fabric facing the room. So if you can see that, I'll hold up the colors. There are 30 colors. This is a little darker color, so you might be able to see this one a little better. This is the matte side, and then again, you have this beautiful, shiny, almost a sateen look on this fabric. And then all of these beautiful colors to work with. Depending on what colorway you're working with, you have lots of choices here. This fabric is Faro. It is design 9817. This is a well-rounded design, a little mid-century modern. Has rectangles and stripes that connect. One of the things I want to talk about on the back of each one of these hanging samples is a photo. So this is a room scene that actually shows the actual drapery hanging in the room. But the nice thing about it is on the other side, when you flip it up, it also shows you the pattern repeat, which is a great tool for when you're talking about draperies. So this is giving you the dimensions, width and length, and talking about the repeat of the fabric and what you need to know. This fabric is available in 4 different colors. I'll show you the design here so that you can see it on the actual sheer. This is what they call an in-between fabric too. It's like a burnout, so you get this more transparent and then you get the more opaque all-in-one fabric, and then of course this beautiful design that's added to this fabric. This is design Orell 3474, and talk about a fun fabric. This design is 29.5 inches where you see this pattern running, and it's going to be about eye level. If you're holding this up, it's 118 inches long, and this pattern is going to be about eye level for you. And then the pattern itself is going to be about 29.5 inches deep. But can't you just imagine this hanging on a big wide span of glass windows with the sun rays coming through this iridescent part of this sheer? It would be absolutely gorgeous. But the one thing that you want to make sure that you understand about this fabric is the design itself. And I'm telling you that it's 29.5 inches deep, but make sure you understand where it falls. This is where this card comes into play again. Very important information. So you can see Here's the fabric. This is going to be your 118 inches. Here's your design, right about eye level if it's hanging up on the window. And then this is that 29.5 inches that I'm talking about, where that design comes into play. And then this is going to be the opaqueness in that fabric. So you'll see that that's more dense, and then this is more sheer open weave with that in-between burnout type look in the design. We're going to head right into our afternoon magic. This is where you're going to see the colors of noon. So these colors are going to be a little bit from the middle of the day when you start to see the sun getting really bright and the clouds. Think of blue in the sky. You can see this very first fabric in this series is called Ink. It's design 8115. This literally looks like ink has been dripped on this fabric. It's just beautiful colors that is just kind of graduating throughout this fabric. It's almost like a tie-dyed effect, if you will, giving you a little more of that retro type feel. This fabric comes in 4 different colors. It is wide width. It is washable. This one does come with the Urahem, but you can see the design here and how this color just graduates on this sheer fabric. Very soft, very flowy, giving you that nice drapeability for sheers. And then, wow, look at these colors. This is starting to, you can just kind of almost see the day kind of changing with each one of these colors. And this is Ink 8115. The next fabric in the afternoon series is called Craft. It's design 3476. This fabric has a lot going on. The first thing I want to show you is the photo on the card that we talked about. This is some Roman shades, but wow, look at those stripes. So you have a lot of thin and a lot of wide stripe effect going on here. So you're seeing a lot of different things. This actually has some nice raised threads going on in this fabric. So I'm going to go into a little more detail about the fabric itself, but this photo really shows off this fabric and what it can do. On the front side, where it gives you the information about the fabric, on the back side of this card, it's going to tell you how many colors it comes in, the width of the fabric, and so on. So also this tag on the front has a lot of good information as well. If you will notice, my colorway is a little different than the running waterfall. So it's folded sideways, giving you the effect of a horizontal stripe here, but this is just to show you the colors and the repeat of this fabric. So this fabric is actually a vertical stripe, has the raised threads, and you can see that a little bit here on the fabric where it's been woven to the sheer. But on the back side, I'm going to show you the actual vertical stripe. So this is the vertical stripe itself. You can see the repeat, how you're getting the big wide bands and the narrow bands with lots and lots of striping effect going on in this fabric. But on the other side, so that you can see all the colors involved, each one of these is going the opposite direction so that you can see the colors. And wow, look at these colors. Aren't these beautiful? These are very soft, very muted color tones on this particular sheer. Great neutrals, nice faux linen base on this, but giving you this nice pop of color on these stripes. This fabric is of course beautiful on shades, but grommets, pleats, I mean, there's so many different things that you could do with this fabric. Even the white, it's just simply gorgeous. As we fade a little further in the afternoon, our next fabric is Nila. It's design 3512. This is a single color transparent novelty sheer. And the nice thing about this fabric is that it's giving you that horizontal stripe. Horizontal stripes are kind of hard to come by. It's not something that we always find a lot of in the line. So when we get one, it's kind of exciting because horizontal stripes gives you a completely different look than a vertical stripe. So I'm going to hold this up so that you can just kind of see this design. It's lending to this horizontal striping effect in these soft powdery colors. There are 15 different colors to choose from, and it's very soft, very muted color tones. Again, at the top, you're gonna see your whites, your off-whites, your cream, your beiges, and that's just gonna fade right into your blues, soft greens, and hints of pale purples and pink. This design is Indigo. Indigo is design 1117. This is probably one of my favorite fabrics. I think because it's a jacquard and it looks super heavy, like it's a nice heavy drapery weight fabric, but it's not. It's very soft, has a great feel to it. It's really lightweight, so it's perfect for side panels and draw draperies without giving you that really heavy feel to the fabric. So beautiful hues and colors that are available in this fabric. There are 16 different colors. It's very textured, so you can see lots of colors to choose from, lots of texture going on here in this particular fabric. And then I'm going to show you on the other side the actual fabric made into draperies and hanging in the room. This does come with your hem. On the opposite side is that photo. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Those blues. This is giving you the drapery weight and then also the sheer, and we'll talk about the sheer a little bit more here. But this is a great drapery weight fabric. Looks nice, rich, heavy for draperies, but lightweight enough so you could line it, you could not line it, you could blackout line it. There are a lot of things that you could do with this fabric. It's very versatile. If you liked Indigo, you're gonna love Tint. Tint is the perfect combination with that fabric. It's design 8113. It comes in beautiful colors, but this is a batik flower, very watercolory again, with the nice outline of the batik flower. Soft color tones. Again, on the front, I'm going to show you the colorway, but I want to show you this nice big piece in this beautiful blue, so that you can see the batik flower on the nice faux linen sheer. It's giving you that transparency with the design printed right on that fabric. When I turn it around, you're going to be able to see the colorway. So you have some nice neutral tones in this, but then you also have those wonderful pops of bright color as well. This is the gray, ever so still popular. We are seeing a lot of the gray still around and about, so that's very popular. And then this bright summery green, and then this beautiful sapphire blue. It's really pretty. This fabric is called Grate. It's design 3507, has this beautiful linen-like base fabric, but then it has these fancy yarns woven across in this wavy pattern, creating this beautiful horizontal striping look. So I'm going to hold it up a little bit so that you can see that the stripes are running horizontal on this fabric as well. So you're going to have an area in between. You can see the repeat here going on. But beautiful fabric for grommets, for pleating draperies. There's lots of different things that you can do with this fabric. It does come in multiple colors here, and each colorway, this one is really pretty. It has your whites, your soft grays, and pale colors here. Then you have this neutral tone here, and this nice wavy thread, and it graduates as it goes across, so it's not one thread all the same color. Each thread has various colors woven into that wave of color going across the fabric. And then this one is your white. That is very pristine. How beautiful that is on a white faux linen sheer. And then of course on the large piece you have this beautiful blue tones on that. So pretty. Wrapping up the end of the afternoon, we are showing Bale. Bale is design 1114, has a zigzag design. This has what they call a shibori, an ikat technique, just giving this a very textured look. This is a jacquard fabric, so it is a woven design with all of these colors in here. You can see on my photo here on the back these beautiful wavy zigzag designs on the drapery fabric. This one is available in 7 colors. I'm going to flip it around so that you can see some of these colors on this design. this kind of gives you some really interesting color combinations. So you're not just getting one color in the zigzag, you're getting multiple colors here as it goes throughout the colorway. Again, starting at the top and then following out at the bottom with the additional colorways. So now we're going to head into the nightlife. This is where you're going to get a little more bling. Of course, we're going to be celebrating evening, so you're going to see some surprises that we have cooked up in the next series of fabrics. One of the things in this series, you're going to see some transparent, semi-transparent, decorative type fabrics. But one of the things I want to focus on in this series is that with it being nighttime, these are flame retardant fabrics. You have this red hook here on the top, and remember, everything with a red hook or a red handle means that those fabrics are inherently flame retardant. That just means that the yarns that are used to weave this fabric already are inherently flame retardant. They pass the NFPA 701. Now, a lot of misconception in the past. People think that if a fabric is 100% polyester, that it's already flame retardant. That's not the case. So just because it's 100% polyester does not mean that that fabric is flame retardant. It would need to be treated. However, these fabrics, because they have this red handle, they are inherently flame retardant. They do not need any extra treating. They do come with certification so that you have that available to you. So each fabric that I'm going to show you in this next series, starting with this one, this is Raffia. They do have the red hook and they are inherently flame retardant. So this is a jacquard fabric. It is available in 6 colors. And when I talk about bling, you're going to see in this fabric, when the light hits this, there's just a hint of sparkle in this design. So it's giving you 3 different colors on this fabric. And so I'll show you the large piece here so you can see the design too, because this has a beautiful palm leaf design. Because it's a jacquard, it is a little more heavier. So this is what I would deem as a drapery weight fabric, but certainly not limited to that. This would make great pillows, lots of different things that you can do with this fabric. And again, this photo is very informative, showing off that pattern. And then on the back side, again, that repeats so that you can see the beautiful pattern that's involved in this particular fabric. So as I turn it around, you're going to be able to see the full colorway here and all the 6 different colors that's available in this fabric. In each one of those colorways, again, there are 3 different colors, that little hint of that silver showing up in that fabric. Our next fabric in this series is called Ripple. It's design 1116. It is unobtrusive. It has a vertical wave. I'm going to show you the pattern so that you can see it here on the colorway. You see that this is almost like a vertical wave, like rippling downward. So it's not horizontal, it is vertical, and I'll show you the big piece. But oh my gosh, you talk about a beautiful shade. This makes a fabulous Roman shade, and it comes in so many beautiful colors. I'll show you the colorway again on the front so you can see all the different colors that you have to choose from. And again, this has just that little hint of shimmer and sheen on the front of it, so you're seeing a little bit of nightlife in this fabric. And so you can see the big piece here, so you can see the design, you can see that nice rippling wave effect that's running down vertically in this fabric. Crimp is our next fabric. It's design 3547. This is a very bold fabric, so it gives you a very effortless look with these tiny little narrow stripes on this, but also with almost like a vertical pleating. So I'm gonna show you what I mean about that. This one does not have the hem, but you can see that there's a little bit of give. That's because it has this pleating effect in this fabric that gives it this nice 3-dimensional look. And so it's very stable top to bottom. There's no give like that if you pull the fabric vertically, but horizontally, because of those pleatings, you can see that this has that nice rippled pleating like effect to it. Lots of colors here. I'll show you the colorway on the front so that you can see all the different colors. There are 7 different colors. This is what they call a lino weave. So it has a little bit of openness. Beautiful colors. This is by far probably the most popular color I have seen or heard people talk about this color as I have been traveling. Also in the celebration book, which we'll show toward the end, this fabric is also featured in that book. It gets a lot of attention. So beautiful fabric, beautiful narrow striping, great colorways, with a little bit of give, no Uri hem, but gorgeous fabric, very bold, makes a beautiful statement. This fabric is Canny. It's design 1120. It is available in 21 different colorways. This has a marble-like, tumbled-like look to it. It is what I call a faux velour. So if you're familiar with velour, velour is known to be like a heavy, soft, very cozy, snuggly type fabric. That's what this fabric is, but it is very lightweight. It's not heavy at all. And with all the colors, there are lots of things that you can do with this fabric. It does not have to be lined. It could be lined if you want it to be, but certainly does not have to be. It is also a thermo fabric, which helps keep the heat and the cool in. So this fabric is well known. It has lots of properties. Not only is it thermo, but it is also flame retardant. And so there are a lot of different things that you can do with this fabric. It's very versatile. The next fabric in this series is Grid. It's design 8117. This is a bold fabric that really makes a statement. It has a lively grid pattern. It's going to show you a couple of colors here that has this great drapeability. This fabric feels fantastic. It is so soft. It's very flowy, but look at the digital print on here and how effective that is in showing off that grid on this. It's like a faux linen texture, but very soft fabric. Comes in some soft muted tones. You can see on the front, we have this beautiful green, some blue, some purple, some red, some nice neutrals, and then of course the gray tones. On the back side, I'm going to show this photo again because again, this really shows off this nice turquoisey color in the grid pattern, and you can see the pattern itself, how it is darker and shaded in various places across the fabric, giving off that lively pattern that it talks about. So this fabric is called Relax Blackout. It's design 1398. And wow at the properties. I'm going to just go through these one by one with you. So remember the red hook. It's inherently flame retardant. But when I say Relax Blackout, this is a one and done fabric. It does not have to be blackout lined because it's already 100% blackout. And how many of you know of a blackout fabric that can be washed, that is 100% blackout? I don't know of any, but we certainly have one. So this is our new Relax Blackout fabric. It is machine washable. So I'm going to turn it around where you can see all the different colorways that are available in this. Tons of colors. You have lots of choices to choose from. But then I'm going to go a step further. I want to show you the back of the fabric because I know that the back of the fabric is as important as the front of the fabric when it comes to blackout. So this is the front of the fabric, so you can see the great color, but when you flip it over, it's already like it's been blackout lined. But where in the past, blackout lining has sort of a stiff, crunchy feel to it, this is more soft. So it has that soft feel to the back of it. One thing about this fabric that you should know is that it does not come with Uri hem because true blackouts have the issue of pinholes. And so we would not want that to be an issue for you. So it does not have a Uri hem in the bottom of it. So that leaves, a question on how you would hem the bottom. So I have seen where this has been just a small rolled hem. It's just a tiny shirt tail hem, and we can hand lay the Uri hem back in the bottom of it so it still gives you that nice weighted drapery. But certainly that's something that you want to keep in mind if you're using this fabric. But certainly a one and done fabric that is machine washable that will give you tons of color to choose from the front side, but not something that has to be blackout lined where you incur extra lining charges and lining fabric. You can just choose one of these fabulous colors and work directly with just one fabric. This fabric is Zoom. It's design 3544. It is actually Loom from Good Vibrations and Endless Summer. That is the base fabric of this one. They went a step further, and so for Zoom, they've created some color blocking. And so it's very textured, it's very open wave, what we would call a lino wave again. And it has a different color stripe. So I'm going to show the big piece just because that one is a little easier to see on this open wave when the light comes through. You can see that it has this big wide striping effect. Much better to see it even in the photo here. You can see how the striping pattern is repeated, and then when you flip this up, you can see the different sizes of the stripes in the back, and it tells you about the pattern repeat of those stripes as well. So it has 4 different colors. I'm going to turn it around so that you can see some of those colors. So you've got a lot of neutrals here. So you've got your white and your off-white. You have a white and a cream. You have a white and a soft gray. And then you have a white with a darker charcoal gray. So all of these come on this colorway. And again, this fabric is called Zoom. This fabric is called Twice. Twice is design 3514. And it's a one-of-a-kind two-tone fabric. It sort of has a melange type look to it. I'm gonna hold it up so you can see what I'm talking about because it's kind of hard to see on this fabric. Looks really different. Hanging, it's really beautiful. It's almost variegated like. So it has these multicolors woven into this fabric so that you can see. Might show really well here in the darker colors so you can see that melange look to it. Beautiful fabric, very popular. Comes in lots of colors here. There's 13 different colorways to choose from. Very beautiful colorway palette to work with, and it does come with your hem. Nipa is the last fabric in this nighttime series. It's design 8118. It's a beautiful botanical palm leafy design. Has a fantastic feel. This is very flowy, almost like voile, but without that silky sheen to it. So this has a wonderful hand. It has fantastic drapeability. It comes in 5 different colors. It does come with your hem, but has that all over digital print, transparent look. I'll show you a couple of colors here. Has some great colors in it too. Taupey gray, and then the blue. Here's another soft gray. Blue. Lots of pretty colors. Very beautiful. This is Nipa, and it is wrapping up our nighttime series in the Celebrate the Moment collection. So Celebrate the Moment comes in hanging samples, which I'm sure most of you are familiar with. They have, just like what I've been showing you, the actual hanger with the full waterfall running down the front. Those are available in different sample packages. So you can pick and choose of those 28 different designs if you want to add those to your collection and be able to have those to show your clients. Or we do have some books, and I'm going to go over each one of the books that's also available in this collection. So the first one is called Celebration, and it basically features that last series that we did, the nighttime series. So the nighttime series, remember all the red hooks? They are all in this book, which also has a red handle, which means just that all the fabrics in this book are inherently flame retardant. So inside the book, all of those fabrics that we had in that nighttime series are featured here. However, you might not get all of the colors in this book. So where one particular fabric may have had 20 different colors, you may only have 10 of those colors in this book. So, but the nice thing about this book is that it's all color weighed out for you. So it's each one of these has a color palette that you can work from that will be all fabrics that can work in the same room. So you're going to get a little bit of sheer, a little casement, a little drapery fabric, a little blackout fabric, a little upholstery fabric, all within a color range that you can work in one room. I also love that they feature these beautiful fabrics inside the book. These really are great selling tools for you when you're talking with your client, just to give them that visual so that they understand what that can do for you in a room, what a fabric looks like when it's hanging on the window, what a particular style of a pleat is, and so forth. So I'm going to just kind of flip through this book kind of slow so that you can see the different colorways. And if again you'll take notice here, you're going to see some of the sheer, the blackout, the upholstery weight, the drapery weight fabrics, and the sheers that all work really well together. So as I flip, you'll see the colorways change a little bit, and you'll see still those same types of fabric as we go throughout this book. So you've got your blues, then we're going to head into some grays and some black, some white, some silver. So you're going to see each one of these colorways just kind of graduate and change a little bit as we go through. You've got your whites, your greens. So you can see there are a lot of different fabrics in this book. All of the fabrics within that nighttime series are featured in here, but again, you don't have every single color that you would have if you had the hanging sample and you had the full waterfall. So this is a good sample tool as well. You know, with all the different color choices that you see here in the book, it may just be enough color choices that this might be a better sample tool for you as opposed to hanging samples. So this is called Celebration, and this is the fabric book for Celebrate the Moment. So over the last few seasons of introducing new Otto fabrics, one of the new things that Otto has introduced is upholstery fabrics. We like to call them smart fabrics. In this collection called Celebrate the Moment, there is 2 upholstery weight books. Atacama is the first one that we're going to talk about, and I'm going to lift this up and I'm going to show you some of the beautiful textures and fabrics and colors that are in this book. But keep in mind, these are on average about 55 inches wide. But the exciting thing is that they are machine washable. So, and where they are upholstery fabrics, they make fabulous pillows. So you're going to see some of that again in these photos that I talked about. You can see some of these beautiful colors here on the front, and you'll notice when I flip this up in some of the pillow works and things that go throughout, you'll be able to see some of those things that you can do as well. So I'm going to lift it up and you can see some of these things here that have been done with these beautiful fabrics. These are very textured, have a really nice feel to them. They're really soft for upholstery fabrics. I won't go through every single one of these, but I did want to feature some of these. This has almost like a silky feel to it. It's very, very soft. Beautiful, beautiful, good. Minky. How many of you know what minky is? Minky is like baby soft. This is so luxurious. These fabrics have that very luxurious feel to them, and they are perfect for just about any application when we are talking about upholstery, slip covers, pillows, things like that. This is probably one of my favorites. It kind of gives off that whole faux leather look, but instead of being leathery, it's very soft, almost like suede. So it has this very nice look to it, very luxurious. This almost like a denim but without that hard, coarse denim feel. It's a very soft texture. So I'm just going to kind of flip through now so that you can see some of the other colorways. There are really some fabulous colors and fabrics here that you can work with a lot of high volume texture going on. So this is Atacama, and it is available in the new Celebrate the Moment collection. This book is called Aruba, and Aruba is the second upholstery book in this collection for Celebrate the Moment. It comes with some technology special to this book alone, and it's called Smart Clean technology. So it's the book or fabrics that are suitable for all different areas of your day, versatile for any lifestyle, because we know in the morning coffee is life, in the afternoon if you have wine, if you spill that, if you have an accident and you get wine on your upholstery fabric, or spill coffee in the morning, or ink or ketchup, or there are a number of things that could happen in a day. Just spot clean it. You can put them in the wash machine and they'll come clean. It's called Smart Clean technology, and all of these fabrics in the Aruba book feature that technology. So again, these are going to be very textured in some cases, but then in this book you're also going to get some more smooth colors that go along with this. So you're getting a little bit of both. I'm going to flip through so that you can see some of the different colors that are available in this. You're getting some nice bright pops of color, some warm hues, some darker, more masculine colors in this book, and then of course your whites, your off-whites, your neutrals. Lots of different colors here to choose from in every color that you could possibly imagine. There's going to be some hue of that in this book to work with. Love this more of a faux wool-like look. It has that real textured wool color to it. The blues, then your neutrals, some soft greens, some grays, all featured in this book with that Smart Clean technology. This is absolutely a must-have, especially if you have children in your home or pets. These are definitely fabrics that would make your life a little easier. I hope you've enjoyed our presentation of Celebrate the Moment. That is Otto's Spring and Summer collection for 2018. If you would like more information, or if you'd like to get a swatch kit so you can have the opportunity to touch and feel those fabrics that we've shown today, so that you can get a good understanding of the texture and the color and the feel of the fabric, please give your business development team a call. You can reach us at 800-845-0918 or visit our website at www.flair21.us. Thanks again for joining us today, and I hope you have a great day.